Hello and welcome back to Man Utd TV. This is your host Omar speaking, and excuse the lack of an animated intro. We are currently working on a new one because we're rebranding. Now, I'm back. It's been a while since I made a video, and I'm not going to waste anyone's time. This video is about Quieroz. I can't believe that we have appointed Quieroz as the Egyptian national team's manager. Now, I have had my own gripes with the national team for a very long time. I haven't been watching. I'm not going to assume that, I know what's been going on the pitch, despite the fact that I've been hearing from everyone else on the Man Utd team and everyone else in the general public, and it's not been promising whatsoever. We really have a good manager in place. And I think that despite the fact that his run as Colombian national team manager ended a little badly, not a little, it ended shambolically, I don't think that is too big a stain on his career, and I don't think it implies that it's going to get worse. Here's the thing. We have not had a notable man on the touchline for years. And Hector Cooper's accomplishments aside, we have a chance now to play some organized football, because that's something we have not done for years. There has been no organization, no discipline, no mindset, nothing. And if you look at what he's done with the Iranian national team, becoming the most successful coach in their history, the players were doing very well for themselves at the World Cups that he took them to. I remember their game against Argentina in particular because they gave them a very hard time. There are many instances in general where I felt like Quieroz was doing a very good job as the Iranian manager, and I don't necessarily think he was getting much credit for it, apart from, by the Iranian public. His stint at Man Utd as Sir Alex's assistant coach can also give you a glimpse of how good the man was, how organized he was, how disciplined, and how, I'm using those two words a lot because we need them. We need more of that in the national team. I'm going to go ahead and say that on paper, we have the best manager that we could have possibly gotten. And the second point I want to make is that our former manager was making close to 9 million Egyptian pounds a year. And he was doing such a horrible job. So, I don't necessarily know how much Quieroz is going to be taking home. But I'm fine with whatever he takes home at this point. Because I know how, and I'm quoting Sir Alex Ferguson on this, I know how immaculate the man is when it comes to his job. And I am dead sure he's going to do a good one. This is a promising time for Egyptian football, to be fair. I don't agree with the general public who have been slandering him. I mean, slander the FA all you want. The FA has its issues, like any other FA on the planet. But we have appointed a manager whose resume is professionally based. I'll say that again. We have appointed a manager whose resume is professionally based. His influence is overarching. He had a lot of influence over Portuguese managers who later went to England after he left United. I mean, there is something there. There's something special there. And if he can communicate that clearly to the Egyptian national team's players, those he chooses, and on that note, I'm very excited to see how he picks his squads. Now, I haven't been following the Egyptian national team for a while. I've had far too many issues with the national team to care. Just putting that out there. But I think that my interest has generally peaked after Quieroz's appointment, and I will be genuinely excited. I think excited is the word, and I haven't used that word in a very long time. I will be very excited to see how he picks his squad, how he lines up, the formation he chooses, how organized the players are on the pitch, Because throughout my time as a fan, we have lacked a couple of things. And I'll just cover main ones, in my humble opinion at least. Positional awareness and our passing game. Movement off the ball. Positional awareness, movement off the ball. Both are byproducts of each other. And I think that, and I've watched Iran a lot. I followed Quieroz at Iran. I watched his team play. I saw how methodical he was in his approach, how practical when he faced much tougher opposition, how they basically qualified to the World Cup earlier than most teams in the continent. And if that isn't a promising sign to anyone watching this, I don't know what is. We have a manager who may not have much in terms of trophies, but who has a lot in terms of influence on his local game, on the managers who came from Portugal. And I think I'm not going to necessarily compare that to Bielsa's influence on Argentine managers, but you get what I'm saying. And I said this before and I'll say it again, there is something special there is something special right there in this man. And if you can communicate it clearly, cohesively to the players he chooses and get them to run with it, then we're going to see progress very early on. And that's it for this video. Don't want to take too much time off your hands. If you like it, please just, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be pushing out daily videos from this point on. Had to take a break because of multiple personal issues. It's good to be back. And next video is also on the way. Be sure to wait for that one. Anyways, hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time the whistle blows. Cheers, everyone.